Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode. Today we're gonna talk about the 1940s. We finally made it into the 1940s in Broadway. So 1940s are gonna bring a lot of shows. Um, so if you thought that, trying to think of what shows we've already covered. If you thought the first half was big, um, 1940s are gonna bring big shows. Pretty much that defined the Broadway era, started in the 1940s. So we're going to start actually with kind of a lesser known show, but still a powerful show. It's a Rodgers and Hart musical, and it begs to question: Are you ready to be bewitched, bothered, and bewildered? Let's take a glass with the cast of Pal Joey. So Pal Joey is a 1940 musical with a book by John O'Hara and music and lyrics by Richard Rodgers and Lawrence Hart. The musical is about a character, Joey Evans, who is a manipulative, small-time nightclub performer whose ambitions lead him into an affair with the wealthy, middle-aged, and married Vera Simpson. The original production starred Vivian Bregall and actor-choreographer Gene Kelly. Yes, that famous dancing machine in Hollywood. Though it received mixed reviews, the show ran for 10 months, becoming the third longest running of any Rodgers and Hart musical. Author John O'Hara offered his stories of Pal Joey to Rodgers and Hart for adoption as a new musical. Rodgers and Hart maintained a cynical, dark tone throughout the work and employed two distinct musical styles in the show. The deliberately tacky nightclub numbers contrasted with the more elegant songs the characters sang to express their emotions. Along with the daunting task of casting the musical, Rodgers, Hart, and O'Hara knew that they wanted the title character Joey to be primarily a dancer, not a singer. And the actor who played Joey would have to be likable in spite of Joey's unpleasant character. They chose Gene Kelly, who was at the time playing a dancing role, Harry the Hoofer, in the 1939 play The Time of Your Life. Rodgers and Hart then wanted Vivian Segal to play the older woman with whom Joey has an affair. Segal, who would be 43 when the show opened on Broadway, appreciated the opportunity to play a worldly, mature character, unlike the ingenues she had played for most of her career. Pal Joey would premiere on Christmas Day in 1940 at the Ethel Barrymore Theater, running for 374 performances. It wasn't until after its initial Broadway run that the show would actually achieve wider acclaim in the decades after. Throughout much of the 1940s, the songs from Pal Joey were banned from radio by the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, which prevented them from becoming popular standards today. After the ban was lifted in the 1940s, the song, Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered, would become a popular recording by various bands and pop singers, including Doris Day and the Harmonicats, which were an American harmonica-based group. Very interesting group. I would highly recommend taking a look at them. After the song's success, the producer of Columbia Records, Goddard Lieberson, decided to produce a studio-cast album of Pal Joey, resulting in composer-producer Jules Stein producing the 1952 Broadway revival. Now, this revival, having met greater success than the original production, opened in January of 1952 and closed in April of 1953, playing 544 performances. The production starred two-time Tony Award winner and three-time Emmy Award winner Helen Gallagher, future Broadway star Elaine Stritch, actor-comedian Jack Waldron, and dancer-choreographer Bob Fosse. At the time, this production had the longest run of any revival of a musical in the history of Broadway theater. In 1963, the New York City Center would play host to the musical's first revival, playing for 15 performances. Then in 1976, a second revival would open at the Circle in the Square Theater, running for 73 performances. A third Broadway revival would take place in 2008 at the Roundabout Theater Company, starring Stockard Channing, who is best known for playing Betty Rizzo in the film Grease, Martha Plimpton, who is best known for her role as Steph Steinbrenner in the 1985 film The Goonies, and Robert Clohessy, best known for his role as Correctional Officer Sean Murphy on the HBO prison drama Oz. In May of this year, 2023, it was announced that New York City Center would once again play host for its annual Fall Gala presentation. The production features Brooks Ashmanskas, who is best known for his most recently appearing in the Netflix series Uncoupled, and the Broadway musical The Prom. American actress-singer Jennifer Holliday, Elizabeth Stanley, who is also known for her role as Allison in the short-lived musical Crybaby, and Ephraim Sykes, known for his portrayal of George Eaker in Hamilton. In all, Pow Joey is considered a landmark work of the American musical theater. It is a show that has a profound influence on generations of composers, lyricists, and performers.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed this, please comment on what you liked or disliked. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to see other videos like this, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, that's a wrap.